Hey guys, happy freaking Tuesday. And today I'm going to be reviewing Metro Redo, or Redux, or however you want to say it, it's whatever. Anyways, Metro 2033 was released in 2010, and I believe that Metro Last Light was released in 2012. 2012, yeah, that sounds right, say out loud. Anyways, the Metro games have been pretty much completely overhauled and ported over to the Xbox One, PS4, and also on the PC, which, seems kind of weird. I didn't really feel like the PC needed a redo, but anyways, it brings over elements from both games into each other. So, say for example, Metro 23's survival-esque gameplay, you can play Last Light and play with that game style, so like enemies will be harder and ammo's harder to find and stuff, more of a play style of 2033, and vice versa. You can play more of a Last Light action run and gun gameplay in 2033. Like, that's one of the options when you first start the game, which is pretty cool. They have a lot of other stuff, obviously. Metro 2033 and Last Light weren't on the Xbox One or PlayStation 4, so this is like their remastered version. And then for the PC, if you have the old games, you get this game for, I want to say half off, but I don't remember. I just remember that it's a lot cheaper if you buy this one. This game's actually really, really freaking good. I never played Last Light. I'd only played 2033 before this came out. So I decided when I heard this get announced, I'm like, I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to play through both games. And I can say that the changes to 2033 are amazing. First of all, they changed the HUD to the Last Light HUD. They also changed some of the controls around to make it a little easier. Maybe it's just the Xbox One controller, but it feels a lot more fluid than it did on 360. And I mean, yes, that could be the controllers. That could be due to the controller, but it does still feel a lot more fluid. It's a very good game. Very intense in some moments. I'm only showing the first like 30 minutes of gameplay here, because I don't want to spoil anything for any of you who actually haven't played this game yet. All I will say though is that you really should pick it up. I really, really enjoy this game. A lot of people are going to complain because no, it doesn't have any multiplayer in it, but the single player, at least for 2033, I can't really say much for Last Light, but the single player for 2033 is highly replayable, and you can do it on harder difficulties or do it with different play styles, and it's really cool. I look forward to playing through the rest of it, but I can say, having played 2033 before and having played a little bit of the Last Light redo when I started when I got home after buying it today, I can say that so far I like what they've done with this. And all the changes are really awesome. And I mean, I still, playing through the reduxed version of 2033, I still remember all these awesome moments, and it's cool seeing how they've changed just a little bit. Like, player models will do different things, or obviously, because it is a redo, it's an overhaul. They did change a lot of things quite dramatically. If you don't believe me, go watch GameSpot's graphical comparison between the original version of the game and the redone, remastered versions of the games. And it's really astonishing how much they actually changed. And I mean, it really does look nice. The game's beautiful. I mean, I'm playing it on Xbox One right now, and I can say that it is very, very good looking game. I don't know if I'd say it's probably trying to think of a game to compare it to as far as graphical parity would go on the Xbox One, but it doesn't matter. It's a really good game. They added a lot of other cool features to 2033, like wiping your mask or wiping your gas mask of like blood or fog or whatever. And I mean, that was in Last Light, but it's still cool to see it in here. Just little things like that make it a lot more enjoyable of an experience. I mean, as far as the gameplay goes, everything's pretty much the same, just the controls are a little different, and you can edit the controls in the actual menu, which is nice. But the game seriously does play really well, and it's kind of something that a lot of people aren't really going to buy into, because they're like, oh, well, I played the game already on PC or on Xbox 360, PS3, whatever you played it on, and they're going to be like, I don't see why I should play it again. But honestly, even if you played this game already, I would buy it again. It's kind of cool to see what they changed. And if if you had a 360 and you just upgraded to Xbox One, or PS3 and upgraded to PS4, then it's a good game to have in your collection. It's a game that you can always go back to. It's a game that 10 years from now we're going to be remembering the Metro games fondly, like we do with other games like Perfect Dark and GoldenEye and all that. It's going to be one of those kind of games. It's good enough to where we will think back fondly on it in the future. And I can say that honestly, this is one of the better games I've played in the last couple years. As far as a rating goes, based on the improved graphics, the improved AI enemies, the improved overall changes to the controls for 2033, making them more streamlined and easier to use, I got to give this game a 9.2. And I know that's not perfect because it is missing some things. This game isn't the perfect game, although it's very good package, and especially for the price of only $50 for instead of 60, it's definitely, there's no real reason why you shouldn't pick this game up if you have a next-gen console, or if you haven't played the other games on PC. And honestly, even if you have Metro 2033 and Last Light on Steam, just get it. You can get both games for $25 on Steam if you have both the other games, and you can play through them all over again with the enhanced graphical engine and the changes to Metro 2033, and it'll be a good experience to go through again. I highly, highly recommend you get this game, and I mean, that's all I really have to say about it. It's a legitimately good game, and I can't wait to play through the rest of it. If you guys enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you Thursday with another video. Peace, guys. Stay classy.